Hello students, welcome back to English Master. Today we are going to cover chapter 1 of class 7 social studies. Name of the lesson is on equality, which is taken from civics book. So in the beginning itself, the name of the chapter suggests us how people should be treated equally. So the whole chapter will cover the discrimination happening in the society and how to be equally treated. So in the picture we can see this is Manjeet Kaur, a teacher, Teja Singh, trader, Grish Rao, a student, and these two are domestic workers, Sujata and Kanta. So if you see their appearance, it is totally different of these two. So we can see the discrimination happens on the basis of their profession. See, this is the scene of an election day where people are standing in a queue and these are not being discriminated whether they are poor, rich, or they belong to high caste or low caste. So here this description says कि we all are standing together. So Sujata is telling that we can see that they all are, even Jain Sahib is also standing in the same line where we are. So country doesn't ask anyone to be discriminated. Citizens of India are equally treated when it comes to the government. Now see here, on equality. India is a democracy. In class 6 book, we looked at the key elements of a democratic government. So which is democratic government? A government which is elected by the people for the people. So we can see that India is also a democratic country because we have the right to elect our ruler. These include people's participation, like we cast our votes, the resolution of conflict. Our thought process is different from others. तो कैसे हम अपने कॉन्फ्लिक्ट जो होते हैं, जो हम एक दूसरे के साथ मैच नहीं करते, वो भी रिजोल्यूशन उनका निकाला जाता है. एंड इक्वालिटी एंड जस्टिस, और क्या लाया जाता है? पीपल आर ट्रीटेड इक्वली एंड जस्टिस इज बीइंग डन फॉर एवरीवन. Equality is a key feature of democracy and influences all aspects of its functioning. तो equality क्या है? एक key feature है किसका? डेमोक्रेसी का. Every democratic country follows equality. Being equal is one of the most important feature and influences all aspect of its functioning. तो कैसे इसका functioning हो, कैसे ये ध्यान में रखा जाए हर एस्पेक्ट से कि सबको इक्वल ट्रीटमेंट मिल रहा है. इन दिस चैप्टर यू विल रीड मोर अबाउट इक्वालिटी, व्हाट इट इज, व्हाई इट इज इम्पॉर्टेंट इन अ डेमोक्रेसी एंड वेदर और नॉट एवरीवन इज इक्वल इन इंडिया. सो इन दिस चैप्टर विल बी लर्निंग कि हमारे कंट्री में सबको इक्वल ट्रीटमेंट मिलता है कि नहीं मिलता है, वो क्या है, क्यों है और क्या इम्पोर्टेंस है इक्वालिटी का डेमोक्रेसी में. Let us begin by looking at Kanta's story. So here is the story. Go on Kanta, it is your turn now. I'll vote for the candidate who has promised to bring pipe or water to our area. So on the basis of their promises, people go and cast their vote. They do not look at the religion, at the caste or anything, but they want a bright future, a developing country, a developed country, and they cast their vote. So here you see Abdul Rahman, Shabnam Bano, Gracie Lalange, Isaac Lalange, Ruxana Mirza, Yog Raj, Ashok Jain. So name suggests that these all people belong to different religion. So first and foremost important part it is that in India every religion has the right to cast their vote and elect their leaders. तो हम देखते हैं यहाँ पर कास्टिज्म या रिलीजियस जैसी कोई चीज़ें नहीं आती हैं. हमें सबको इक्वल राइट है कि हम अपना वोट कास्ट करके अपने लीडर को इलेक्ट करें. आफ्टरवर्ड्स वील सी यू लेटर कांता. यस, नमस्ते साहिब. Gudiya has been running fever and I have to take her to the hospital, but I will have to finish the work at Sahib's house first and ask for some advance. So this story suggests कि ये जो लोअर मिडिल क्लास के लोग होते हैं जैसे डोमेस्टिक वर्कर, तो इवन इफ दे फेस प्रॉब्लम्स they still have to go for the work, like they are compelled to go and work in people's house. So this is the story of her home. Here, have some of this, you will feel better, and when I get back in the evening, we'll go to the hospital. Okay, so this lady, a domestic worker, cannot leave the work because she has shortage of money. So here she is suggesting her child to drink this and asking her to stay home and wait until she comes back. It is no wonder that Gudiya falls ill often. The basti is never cleaned. So this picture suggests that slum areas where people live, they don't have proper sanitation. So children fall sick often. तो यहाँ बच्चे बार बार बीमार पड़ते हैं क्योंकि ये ऐसे ही पुअर एरिया में रहती है, स्लम एरिया में, इसलिए अपनी बच्ची की प्रॉपर केयर नहीं कर पाती. Because in the picture you can see there is no proper sanitation. You can see things lying over here and there. Make sure to do the corners properly. So this lady, you know that she has a problem at home, but no one cares about it. They are easily sitting and they are demanding to clean the house properly. Here is your advanced Kanta, but don't make a habit of it. No, madam. So this picture tells, even after asking that her daughter is sick, the lady is ready to help the landlord. But she is asking her not to keep on asking in advance, and she is least bothered about her condition which is she facing right now. So this is how we feel and we see. तो हमें इस पिक्चर से, इस स्टोरी से पता चलता है कि कांता जैसी, कांता is not the only one lady, but she is the lady who depicts the whole पुअर फैमिलीज हु लिव इन सच कंडीशंस, जिनकी ना सैनिटेशन प्रॉपर होती हैं, ना खाने पीने के लिए प्रॉपर से मिलता है, और जो ऐसे घरों में काम करती हैं तो वो अपनी, उनकी जो लाइफ होती है वो और ख़राब होती है और उसको कोई बॉदर नहीं करता. इक्वल राइट टू वोट. द स्टोरी अबव बिगिंस विद कांता स्टैंडिंग इन द लाइन टू कास्ट हर वोट. लुक अगेन एट द वेरियस पीपल हु आर स्टैंडिंग इन लाइन विद हर. Kanta recognizes her employer, Ashok Jain, and Chote Lal, her neighbor. In a democratic country like India, all adults, irrespective of what religion they belong to, how much education they have had, what caste they are, or whether they are rich or poor, are allowed to vote. So this whole paragraph tells, after reading the story of Kanta, we can make it out that our country does not include such kind of stuff. कोई भी कास्ट से हो, आप पढ़े हुए हैं या नहीं, आप मालिक हैं या नौकर, सबको इक्वल राइट है वो अपना वोट कास्ट करके अपना लीडर इलेक्ट कर सकते हैं. सो दिस टेल्स दैट वी आर ऑल इक्वल. This, as you have already read in class 6 book, is called universal adult franchise. तो हम इसे क्या कहते हैं? This term is called universal adult franchise. Having right to vote irrespective of caste, religion or creed. That is known as universal adult franchise. And is an essential aspect of all democracies. और जहाँ जहाँ democratic countries होती हैं वहाँ सब में यही फॉलो होता है. The idea of universal adult franchise is based on the idea of equality because it states that every adult in a country, irrespective of their wealth and the communities she or he belongs to, has one vote. तो हर इंसान, आप किसी भी कास्ट, किसी भी क्रीड को बिलोंग करते हैं, हर उस कंट्री में जहां आप डेमोक्रेटिक कंट्री में रहते हैं, आपको अपना वोट कास्ट करने का अधिकार है अगर आप वहां के नागरिक हैं, सिटीजन हैं. Kanta is excited to vote and happy that she is equal to all of others because each of them has one vote. So Kanta is equally happy because she knows government has given her this right that she lives in a democratic country. She equally has the right to cast her vote and elect her leader. But as her day goes on, Kanta becomes less certain about what this equality really means. तो जब आप देखते हैं कि जब हम प्रैक्टिकल ग्राउंड पे आते हैं तो किस तरह से कांता घर में क्या फेस करती है. बेटी सिक है, पैसे नहीं है, बेटी की देखभाल नहीं कर सकती, उसे काम पे जाना है, और वहाँ से जब एडवांस मांगती भी है तो किस तरह का ट्रीटमेंट उसे मिलता है. सो हियर व्हेन शी कम्स ऑन द ग्राउंड लेवल शी गेट्स टू नो दैट इक्वलिटी रियली डजंट मीन व्हाट इज बीइंग टोल्ड. So it is totally different. What is it that makes Kanta unsure? Let us take a look at a day in her life. She lives in a slum and has a drain behind her house. Her daughter is sick, but she cannot take the day off from work because she needs to borrow money from her employers to take her child to the doctor. उसके पास पैसे नहीं हैं, इवन एक दिन चलाने के लिए पैसे नहीं है. अगर वो काम पे नहीं जाएगी then she cannot arrange money to go to the doctor for the medical medicines for her daughter. Her job as a domestic help tries her out and finally she ends her day by again standing in a long line. अब ये कौन सी लाइन है? The line which is in front of the hospital. अब वो पूरा दिन काम करके थक के जब घर पहुंचती है तो उसे अब दूसरी लाइन में वेट करना है. This line in front of the government hospital is unlike the one in the morning because most of the people standing in it are poor. So this is the difference. In the very first line which we read, there were everybody standing. Why? Because they were casting their votes. But here inequality can be seen. These are only poor people who are standing in this line because those who can afford good medical facilities, they will not go to the government hospital. Do you think Kanta has enough reason to doubt whether she really is equal? आपको नहीं लगता कि यहाँ उसका सोचना ठीक है कि क्या वास्तव में हम इक्वली ट्रीट किए जाते हैं? List 3 reasons from the story about that might make her feel like this. आपको क्या करना है? 3 रीजंस निकालने हैं. कौन कौन से वो रीज़न हैं जिससे आप कह सकते हैं उसकी स्टोरी से कि वो इक्वली नहीं ट्रीट की गई है. तो फर्स्ट रीज़न वुड बी she cannot take care of her daughter, she has to go out for work. Secondly, she doesn't have enough money, she has to be borrowed, the money has to be borrowed. And third thing, she has to stand in a long queue and waiting for her turn to get the medicine for her child. But on the other hand, if we put another person, a rich person, in her shoe, we will realize that these 3 things will not be applicable. So this is how we find that she is not being treated equally. So here is the line, we can see just few more minutes Betty. So her daughter is not well and Jain madam and Jain sahib may stand in line to vote but they never have to do it when their children are sick. So this is what is going on in her mind. Other kinds of equality. Kanta is one of many people who live in a democratic India. तो this story as I told you earlier, ये कांता अकेली कांता नहीं है, ऐसी बहुत सारी कांता है. This is a universal कांता, क्योंकि जो भी पुअर है उसकी सबकी स्टोरी सिमिलर होती है जैसी कांता की है. And who have the right to vote but whose daily living and working conditions are far from equal. तो उनकी conditions जो working conditions हैं वो equal नहीं है. Apart from being poor, people in India experience inequality in different ways. Let us see what this means by reading the 2 stories given below. Each of these is based on real incidents in people's lives and reflects different kind of inequalities that exist in India. तो हम नीचे अब 2 स्टोरीज पढ़ेंगे जिसमें हम देखेंगे, एक्सपीरियंस करेंगे कि यहाँ पर लोगों को इक्वली ट्रीटमेंट नहीं मिलता है. Those who are poor, they face discrimination. No matter how much ever we say we are all equal, but that doesn't work out. One of the more common forms of inequality in India is the caste system. तो पहला inequality क्या आती है? Caste system. So when people ask about your caste, they grade you accordingly. कि आप ऊंचे कास्ट से हो कि आप नीचे कास्ट से हो. If you live in rural India, your caste identity is something that you probably learned or experienced very young. अगर आप रूरल इंडिया में रहते हैं तो आप बहुत छोटे होंगे तभी से समझ में आ जाएगा कि आप ऊंची या नीची कास्ट को बिलोंग करते हैं. बिकॉज देयर पीपल आर मेनली अनएजुकेटेड एंड दे फाइंड इट मोर प्रैक्टिस्ड रादर देन पीपल एक्सपीरियंसिंग इन सिटीज. Because they are free also, they have less work to do and they are busy in doing such kind of things. If you live in urban India, some of you might think that people no longer believe in caste. तो अगर आप शहरों में रहते हैं तो आपको दिखाई देगा कि वहाँ कम लोग होते हैं जो कास्ट सिस्टम को बिलीव करते हैं. But just look at these matrimonials shown from a leading English newspaper and you will see how important the issue of caste continues to be in the minds of highly educated urban Indians. तो मैट्रिमोनियल एक कॉलम होता है जो न्यूज़पेपर में छपता है. So here is the picture of given. See, this picture tells working in IT company Mumbai from BE MBA, boy working in Mumbai, abroad from IT industry, caste no bar. So SC, ST excused and BHP. Here, professor qualified, beautiful, tall girl, 4. Gupta boy, 28, 6, CA working, MNC, Texas, USA. Tamil Brahmin. So you can see कि कितना इम्पोर्टेंट होता है कास्ट का होना. तो यहाँ पर मैट्रिमोनियल्स में भी लोगों को जो ऐड दिए होते हैं शादी के लिए उनमें भी क्या किया होता है, उनको डिस्क्रिमिनेट करके रखा गया होता है कि दीज आर द ब्राह्मण्स, दीज आर मुस्लिम्स, दीज आर शूद्रास, लाइक दैट. एंड अंडर दैट देर आर द ब्राइड्स और ग्रूम्स डिस्क्रिप्शंस गिवन. Now let us read a story about the experiences of a Dalit child attending school. You have already read about Dalits in class 6 book. Dalit is a term that the so-called lower caste used to address themselves. तो आपने 6 में पढ़ा होगा कि दलित किसके लिए यूज किया जाता है, जो लोअर कास्ट को बिलोंग करते हैं. दलित मीन्स ब्रोकन and by using this word lower caste are pointing to how they were and continue to be seriously discriminated against. So in India, we find the Dalits are discriminated a lot. People do not allow them to go to the temples, to pray with them, to stay with them and eat with them, and do not even invite them in some parties, in marriages. So this is how they are discriminated. Om Prakash Valmiki is a famous Dalit writer. In his autobiography Jhutan, he writes, I had to sit away from the others in the class and the two on the floor. So people will not allow, as I earlier told, the Dalits will not be allowed to sit with you or with the people who belong to high caste in some places. तो बताते हैं कि जब मैं लोअर क्लास को बिलोंग करता था, बिकॉज ही इज अ वाल्मीकि, सो दिस वाल्मीकिस बिलोंग टू लोअर कास्ट, तो उसको फ्लोर पे बैठने को बोला जाता था. द मैट रन आउट बिफोर रीचिंग द स्पॉट आई सैट ऑन, और उसके लिए एक मैट भी नहीं होती थी. रन आउट मीन्स आउट ऑफ स्टॉक, इससे पहले कि वो वहां पर जाकर बैठता. समटाइम्स आई वुड हैव टू सिट वे बिहाइंड एवरीबडी एंड पीपल used to make him sit at the very far end, right near to the door. Sometimes they would beat me without any reason. When he was in class 4, the headmaster asked Om Prakash to sweep the class, school and the playground. So no other child was told to do the same because they were not Valmikis, and he was, so he is sharing his bitter experience. That's how he was mistreated even in the classroom. He writes, the playground was way longer than my small physique could handle and in cleaning it, my back began to ache. तो वो छोटा बच्चा था, तो वो अपना एक्सपीरियंस बड़े होकर शेयर करता है, कितना बड़ा प्लेग्राउंड मुझे क्लीन करने को दिया गया और मेरी बैक जो है वो पेन करने लगी, मैं इतना हैंडल करने की एज में नहीं था. My face was covered with dust. Dust had gone inside my mouth. The other children in my class were studying and I was sweeping. So you can find the differentiation. Poor guy, because he belonged to a low caste, he was told to clean the and sweep the ground, while the other children who belonged to high caste were studying, sitting and studying in the classroom. Headmaster was sitting in his room and watching me. I wasn't even allowed to get a drink of water. So you can feel the pity which child felt at the age, very tender age, a young age, कि उसे बेचारे को पानी पीना भी अलाउ नहीं किया. I swept the whole day from the doors and windows of the school rooms. The eyes of the teachers and the boys saw this spectacle. Om Prakash was made to sweep the school and the playground for the next couple of days, and this only came to an end when his father, who happened to be passing by. तो ये सब उसके साथ कब तक चला? उसने पूरी विंडोज डोर्स सब कुछ क्लीन किया, सब लोग चुपचाप देख रहे थे, तब तक ऐसा ही चलता रहा जब तक कि उसके फादर स्कूल के पास से होकर नहीं गुजरे. सॉ हिज सन स्वीपिंग, और उन्होंने देखा कि उनका बेटा सफाई कर रहा है. He confronted the teachers, so he went and he had a big fight with the teachers, and then walking away from the school holding Om Prakash's hand, he said loudly for all of them to hear, "You are a teacher, so I am leaving now. But remember this much, master. He will study right here in this school, and not just him, but there will be more coming after him." तो उसने ये टीचर को बोला, बिकॉज टीचर्स आर दोज हु आर वेरी रिस्पेक्टेबल एंड दे आर नॉट सपोज टू डू सच थिंग्स, दे आर नॉट इवन thought that they can do such things. Discrimination they cannot make among children, but the teacher did. So he said, the father of Om Prakash said that he is leaving the teacher because he is a teacher. He belongs to a respectable community and he also warned him कि उसके जैसे और भी बच्चे अभी इसी स्कूल में पढ़ने आएंगे और वो इस तरह से उन्हें डिस्क्रिमिनेट नहीं कर सकता. The second story is based on an incident that took place in one of India's larger cities and is common practice in most parts of the country. तो दूसरी इंसिडेंट जो है वो लार्जर बिग सिटी से ली हुई है और ये हर जगह लगभग प्रैक्टिस में है. It is a story about Mr. and Mrs. Ansari who were looking to rent an apartment in the city. They had the money and so paying the rent was no problem. तो उनके पास पैसे थे और वो जो रेंट था वो पे कर सकते थे, उनके लिए इशू नहीं था. They went to a property dealer for help to find a place. The dealer informed them that he knew about quite a few apartments that were available for rent. तो वो कहाँ गए? प्रॉपर्टी डीलर के पास गए और वहाँ से उसने उसे बताया कि उनके पास कुछ अपार्टमेंट्स अवेलेबल हैं जो रेंट पर मिल सकते हैं. They visited the first apartment and the Ansaris liked it very much and decided to take it. However, when the landlady found out their names, she made an excuse about how she could not rent the house to someone who ate meat because the building did not have any non-vegetarian residents. So after knowing their name as they were Muslims, so she thought might be they'll be eating meat and she cannot allow Muslims to live in her area. So this also is a real example which shows how people treat each other on the name of religion. Both the Ansaris and the property dealer were surprised to hear this because they could smell fish being cooked in the neighbor's house. The same excuse was repeated in the second and the third apartments. So do you think that was the real problem? No, I don't think that was the real problem because they could even smell fish. The real problem was their religion. People did not wish to allow to people come in those who belonged to some other community. Finally, the property dealer told them that they might want to change their names and call themselves Mr. and Mrs. Kumar. The Ansaris were reluctant to do this and decided to look some more. तो उन्होंने प्रॉपर्टी डीलर ने उनको क्या किया? उनसे कहा आप अपना नाम चेंज करो, मिस्टर और मिसेस कुमार बन जाओ, तो शायद आपको कोई अपना घर दे देगा. In the end, it took a whole month of looking at apartments before they found a landlady who was willing to give them a place on rent. So you can feel and see the condition that because they were Muslims, they were not allowed to stay in any of the apartments, though they were empty, but people did not allow them. So this is how even our government doesn't ask us to bring inequalities, but still people practice. So these two stories are real examples that are being taken to make us understand how it is practiced in our country. So children, from here we will be covering in part 2. Till now I will be covering this much only. I hope you understood it well. If you have any question till here, you can leave your comment in the comment box. Do not forget to subscribe the channel for more updates. We will soon meet in next video. Till then, bye bye.